Good afternoon, it's 12 o'clock, I'm Liam Gotting. As we have just seen, Gareth Snell has won the Stoke-on-Trent Central by-election, retaining the seat for the Labour Party, a seat they've held successfully since 1950. And now, with a full roundup of last night's proceedings, our political editor Lewis Warner has the highs and the lows from the candidates.
It wasn't long until the first ballot boxes arrived at Fenton Manor Sports Complex, which last night played host to an extraordinary political drama. And there were smiles all around as the two heavyweights in this race arrived at the count, not knowing who would leave the victor. And there was a totally unexpected guest. Rapper Professor Green made a surprise appearance. It's thought he's filming a documentary. It became pretty clear early on in the night, from the smiles on Gareth Snell's face, that Labour were confident they'd done enough to see off UKIP. And then, confirmation. Labour hold Stoke Central.
Snell, Gareth, Labour Party, 7,800.
We are a city of innovators and educators, artists and entrepreneurs. We pioneered the first industrial revolution, and I believe that we have the potential to lead the next one. This city will not allow ourselves to be defined by last year's referendum. And we will not allow ourselves to be divided by the result. Nor will we be divided by race, or faith, or creed. We will move forward together to tackle the problems that we face, to secure a brighter, more prosperous future for everyone. So to those of you who came to Stoke-on-Trent to sow hatred and division and to turn us away from our friends and neighbours, I have one very simple message. You have failed.
What followed was a typical election night scrum to get the man people thought just a couple of weeks ago had it in the bag.
No, it's just the beginning. Thank you.
There were questions about his leadership, the party and his campaign.
What about the Leeds by-election? You were hoping to fight that at one point. Just think after the Hillsborough stuff, you can't really now, can you? All right.
Who knows where Paul Nuttall's career might be heading? Lewis Warner, Staffs Live.
Storm Doris hit Staffordshire with force yesterday, with major travel disruptions still affecting commuters today.
Effectively couldn't get home last night, so I had to stay over. Luckily, my work paid for a hotel, but I had to book 2 or 3 tubes, constant delays with them as well, and it was just a nightmare from start to finish, to be honest.
No information whatsoever, just kind of abandoned on the train. In the end, got off the train, realised it wasn't going any further, went to the station office, nobody knew anything about what was happening, didn't even realise the train wasn't moving. Got myself a taxi, came the rest of the way by taxi.
Well, my train was delayed, so that's a bit of a bummer really, and we didn't really get much info about, you know, the delays and such, so that's a bit of a bummer too, if I'm honest.
A woman was taken to hospital after she was struck by a piece of roof in Hartshill last night. She was treated for facial injuries by the ambulance service. And in sport, Port Vale manager Michael Brown has confirmed that Storm Doris forced them to cancel yesterday's training session ahead of their game against Bradford City this weekend, a game that could be pivotal to the Valiant season.
It was very difficult. We had a full session planned today, and then what was it? Gale Force Doris came along and ruined everything. It was very difficult to train and to put anything across. So it's been hard to work on the defence today. But we wanted to see that. We've got a couple of things in mind, and we wanted to put it into action today, but we were unable to.
And looking ahead with the weather, you'll be pleased to know that we're looking at calmer conditions as the wind is dying down. It is expected to be cold and bright with scattered showers during the day, while tonight cloud will thicken, bringing outbreaks of light rain. That's all we have time for. We'll come back again at 3:30 this afternoon, where we'll have a more in-depth look at all the proceedings last night at the by-election, and stay updated at staffslive.co.uk. Thank you and goodbye.